Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. It is my favorite time of the month. It is favorites time. I absolutely love doing these videos for you guys. I have tried a bunch of really awesome stuff this month, so I'm super excited to share these things with you guys, as well as like one throwback item. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so what do I want to start with? Let's go ahead and start off with the face. Because I just got a lot to talk about. So this first thing is the Catrice Camouflage Cream in Wake Up Effect. So this is the Catrice Cosmetics like peach corrector. You can't really see the peachiness on camera, but it is peach, I promise. And it does an amazing job. I have used this like on the inner corners of my eyes, like right here for my dark circles, and it is beautiful. It's a really great texture. It's not too greasy or thick. It's like kind of a thinner formula, but it still like covers. So I really love it, and it's super inexpensive. You can find Catrice at Ulta over here in the States. In Europe, it might be different. I know Catrice, I think, is more of like a European brand, so it might be different if you live over there, but in the States, you can find it at Ulta and on Ulta's website. Love that. So this next thing, actually no, I lied. Let's do these. So these are the NYX Pro Foundation Mixers. So I used to have just the white one, but now I have the orange one, the deep one, and the olive one. So the orange one is warmth. What these are is well, there goes the white one. Hold on. Okay. So what these are is these are purely just color, not correctors, but like changers. So what you can do is if you have a foundation that is too light, you can add like some of the olive or the deep, or like if it's too cool tone, you can add some of the warmth. If it's too dark, you can add some of the white. So what this does is it doesn't like change the consistency or the finish of your foundation. It purely just changes the color. And I'm actually going to talk about a self-tanner here in a second. So because I tried a self-tanner, a lot of my foundations are too light because I don't really self-tan ever, but I have just tried one. It was for my sister's bridal shower last weekend, and I wanted to see if I liked it, and which I really did because I'm going to talk about it here in a second. But and I'm going to use it for her wedding, but then I was like, and I'm doing her makeup for the wedding and possibly my other sisters. And you know what? I really wanted the other colors of the NYX Pro Foundation Mixers for a while, so I just decided to go ahead and do it because NYX at Ulta at some point this month was like buy two, get one free, so I just bought two and got one free. These are just amazing. I really love them. Like I said, I've had the white one for a while and I've used this pretty consistently for foundations that are too dark, but I love these. I'm really excited to play with them, and then I have them because now if I'm going to self-tan a little bit more, then I do have those to kind of change the color of it. Okay, so speaking of the self-tanner, this is the Saint Moriz. I am butchering that name, I already know. The Instant Self-Tanning Mousse in dark. So this was actually sent to me with the mitt through AndreaLeigh and through this brand, so I'm super grateful. But I've seen this stuff at like Walgreens and at Ulta, and it's a pretty inexpensive self-tanner. Normally, like I feel like you have like the Sally Hansen and the Jergens, but other than that, like at the drugstore, as far as like self-tanning mousses and like actual self-tanners that aren't just like tinted lotions, those are kind of hard to find. So I was really interested in seeing this, and then when I saw it on AndreaLeigh, I was like, let me see if I can get it sent to me, and I did. So this is the dark one, and it just says to apply it for and then leave it on for 4 to 6 hours. It does give you like how to apply and some tips on the back, which I was super thankful of because I've never self-tanned before. So what I did is I tested it on one of my thighs, and then I really liked the color. I didn't look orange or anything. So then I decided to do it all over my body. This was last Friday night, actually. It's Friday now. So this was last Friday because my sister's bridal shower was on Saturday. And so I was like, I want to be nice and tan. So this is a mousse, and it does come with a pump. Mine's a little dirty, sorry. So I used the mitt that it came with, and I applied it all over. And then I was going to let it sit for 4 to 6 hours. So this is a funny story. So I put it on at like 7:30, and then at like 8:45, me and my sister, we were setting up for the shower because it was the next morning, and we realized we didn't have some things, we had to run to the store. So me, I was like, all right, let me, my self-tanner's just developing. Like, it's not going to do anything, right? It's going to be fine. So we went to the store while it was raining outside. So I go into the store and I have droplets like all over me. I've never self-tanned before, you guys. So I didn't know that, like, you know, what it would do. And so I got home from the store and I had like droplets all over. And I was like, I'm going to look like a cheetah. I have got to get in the shower right now. And that was at like 9:30. So it was only on for 2 hours, but I rinsed it off. And you guys, I had like a good tan. So if I would have left this on for 4 to 6 hours, homegirl would have been dark. So I'm kind of happy I only left it on for 2 hours, to be honest, because like I'm pretty fair. So in order like to be that dark just after 2 hours, I was like, dang. But they do also have like a medium one and I think a light. I will link all the products for you guys that I can find. But this went on really easily. It didn't streak. The mitt was really easy to use. It is pretty inexpensive, like I was saying. And you know, it's on sale at Ulta. I want to say like right now, or it was at some point. I really liked it. And like I said, for someone who's never self-tanned before, I didn't look bad. So that's a plus. I will say, like, I've watched YouTube videos and stuff on like how to self-tan. So I did exfoliate before, you know, I did read the back and I did put lotion on my elbows and on my knees and stuff like that. Although my elbows still looked like really dark, but it's all right. Trial and error, right? But yeah, I'm going to plan on using that for my sister's wedding and like maybe let it develop for the actual 4 hours. But after 2 hours, like I had some good color on me. So I ain't hating it. Okay, so this next face thing is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed Airbrush Silk Pressed Anti-Aging Finishing Powder. So this is just a little sample size. When I bought my NYX foundation mixers on Ulta, you could get this as like a little free sample. And I found that out because of the blog Nuevo Cheap. Always, 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 before you do an online order, go to that blog. I will link it down below. I've talked about it before, but go to that blog because the blogger, I think her name like starts with a G because everyone calls her G. She puts like a bunch of codes for like freebies from Ulta and Sephora. So before you make an online order, go there so you can get codes to get little freebies because that's how I found out about this. So this is just like a little $10 sample size. It's very powdery because I've already used it a bunch and I used it today. But it's a good sample size. You guys, this powder is amazing. I hate that I love it because it is expensive, but I do have a good chunk of Ulta points saved up right now, so I think I'm going to buy the full size when this is empty with my Ulta points. But this is so good. It makes my pores like fill in and just look beautiful. I use a pore filling primer and then my foundation and then I set it with this and it makes my pores look invisible. It is amazing. I absolutely love this powder. I mean, holy moly, it looks good. It looks real good. I really hope it doesn't give a white cast because I want to use it for my sister's wedding, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to test that out before then. Speaking of face powders, this next one is really inexpensive. Well, not really, but it's drugstore. This is the Kokie Professional Setting Powder in Translucent. This is a newer brand to Walmart stores. I did a whole first impressions trying out some new products from them, and this was one of them. I love the packaging. I love how small it is. Oftentimes with translucent powders, I feel like companies are getting better with this, but oftentimes with translucent powders, the packaging is like, you know, like giant. And I'm like, really? This takes up like half my drawer. So I love how tiny this one is. And I love setting the under eyes with this powder. It's very finely milled. It's translucent, so it's not like white. It does have like a little bit of a yellowy beige undertone to it. But I just set the under eyes and it looks really pretty. It makes it nice and smooth. It doesn't move my concealer around and it really helps my fine lines like, you know, not be like really noticeable. So I really like this powder. It is a little too dry to bake with. I really have found I don't really like baking. It just makes me feel crepey. But anyways, I like to set it and you don't need a lot of it like to get a nice even application. You can just kind of dip your brush maybe twice for each under eye and it looks nice and smooth and even. So really love this. You can find that at Walmart. What else? Okay. Let me take a breath. So let's do bronzer. This is the NYC Sunny. You guys, classic product. This is like so amazing. And I used this a while ago because I was doing those like Throwback Thursday Instagram posts, which I have been slacking on. But whatever. It's so hard to remember to do that every week when I'm like getting ready for work and I'm in my zone. I just do it and then I'm like, oh crap, I was supposed to use old products today and I completely forgot. But anyways, I used one of these in one of my Instagram posts and I fell back in love. It's what I'm wearing today. It's such a good tone, especially if you're on the fairer side. This is just a really nice tone. It's warm, but it's not like super, super warm where you're gonna look orange. It's just beautiful. It's like a couple dollars. I think you can still find NYC, maybe at some Targets, maybe at some Walmarts. I'm not even really sure anymore. I think they're just in like different stores throughout the states. I can find it at a store near me called Meijer. So if you're like in the Midwest and you have a Meijer near you, definitely pick that up. If you haven't, it's classic, iconic. Everyone talks about it and there's a good reason for it. Okay, let's move on to blushes. I have one high-end one and one drugstore one. This is the LA Girl Just Blushing Blush in Just Natural. This looks very boring. Like, it doesn't look like anything great. But when you put it on, first of all, the formula, smooth as butter. It is so, so good, girl. It's so good. And it is like, I'm in a mood today. Anyways, it is like this peachy, pinkish blush. Nothing that special, but when you put it on the skin, it looks really good. It looks beautiful and it just adds like this very just naturally pretty look to the skin, and it is matte, so you can add a highlighter with it. And I just love it, and it's like only a couple dollars. I found mine at Ulta, and again, this is just natural. Really pretty. They do have some ones that have some shimmer in them, but I love that one, and it lasts a really long time for being your super cheap blush. The next blush is more high-end, like I was saying. This is the Laura Geller Baked Blush in Brighten in Pink Buttercream. I got this during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. This was one of the deals. It's what I'm wearing today. I'm obsessed. It is the most beautiful, warm, rosy, shimmery color. It is gorgeous. It's a very smooth formula. It lasts a long time. This is one of those blushes that I say always like wakes up your face. So if you're looking a little tired, if you're looking a little, you add this and it's like, ah, hello. Like I woke up like this. I look like a Neutrogena ad. Like it's just beautiful. I am so obsessed. And Laura Geller sometimes is on HAUTELOOK, I know. Sometimes they just have sales. Like I said, I follow the blog Nuevo Cheap, like ride or die. So that's how I always find out about sales. So definitely like check out that blog. But this color, Pink Buttercream, is beautiful. But I really like the formula. So I'm assuming any formula would, like, or any color would be great. But this color, it just wakes up your face and it makes you look good. All right, let's do highlighters. Well, this is just one. So this is the Halo Strobing Palette from Kiss New York Professional. I talked about the eyeshadow palette in my eyeshadow declutter. And then I mentioned that I got this because this is also, this was sent to me from AndreaLeigh as well. So you get 3 different highlighters and I'm obsessed. The eyeshadow palette, it's okay. It's not my all-time favorite, but this is so good. Again, I'm not really sure where this is sold. I will try to find it online because this is like the Kiss Professional brand, like I was saying. So it's that brand that does like the nails and the eyelashes, the foam mink eyelashes that I'm obsessed with. And so now they're kind of like dabbling into makeup, which I'm really into. But this palette is so good, you guys. The highlighters are really, really pretty. It's what I'm wearing today. They're very, they're not like super powdery, and like on the skin, like swatched, you're like, I don't know if these are gonna be like that great. They're not like Becca status. But then you put it on, like right here, look at that. I'm looking in the viewfinder, sorry, but like, I just think it looks so pretty. It adds a very like healthy looking glow. They're very smooth powder. And so you get like a champagne one, a pink one, and a white one. The white one has a little bit more like glitter to it. These two are my favorite. I'm wearing this one kind of like back here. And then I just put the pink one like right on the center. And it just adds a really nice glow, I think. So I really like that. I'm into it. So if you can find that, definitely snag one. I think they have a couple different shades of that one too. Okay, let's do eye stuff. So this is the Kokie Professional Velvet Smooth Eyeliner in Chocolate. This brown eyeliner is life. It is so smooth and creamy. Like, that's just like one little, It's so good. It is like a sharpened pencil. This is what I have on my waterline today as well as my tight line. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it off because it will set and then can't go to work with a nice little brown line on my hand. Like I was saying, this does set. It doesn't smudge everywhere throughout the day. It's a really nice tone. It's just like a warm chocolate color. Probably why it's called chocolate. But they have a bunch of other colors too. And I definitely kind of want to like pick some more up. But yeah, this is really good. Let's do eyeshadows. I have two palettes to talk about. The first one is the Lorac Unzipped palette. This I got during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale as well. And I'm obsessed with it. You guys, it is so pretty. This is just like pinky, rosy goodness. I'm wearing this along with the other palette today. So I have like this one, I don't want to flick you guys out, this one on like the outer 3/4 of my eye, this one kind of like in the inner corner brought up, and then this one like on the outer corner, and then I use some other crease colors from another palette. This is just so pretty. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. It's been out for a really long time, but I've just never like bit the bullet and bought it, but I did during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. So happy I did. It's absolutely beautiful. The shadow formula is just so good, you guys. Like, Lorac is one of my all-time fave eyeshadow like formulas. Yes, they're powdery, but they blend like a dream. These aren't as powdery as the Lorac Pro formula, but they're still, I mean, they still kick up a little bit of powder, but not nearly as much as the Pro formula. So if that's something that like really bothered you about the Pro formula, maybe try this, because this still does blend very easily, but it's not as powdery. Love that. Okay, and then the other eyeshadow palette is this Meet Matrimony matte eyeshadow palette from theBalm. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I picked this one up as well as the like Bon Appetit palette or something, I think. That one I'm like, I don't really care for it. This one I'm obsessed with. I picked these both up at Nordstrom Rack. They were like 15 bucks. And I've been wanting to try the Meet Matrimony palette for a long time, but I just never did. It was on HAUTELOOK, or, you know, I just was like, I don't really feel like having to order it and then wait. I just never did. But then when I saw it at Nordstrom Rack for $15, I was like, okay. So this is what it looks like. I know they just came out with a newer one, the like Meet Matte Adore, I think. And they also have like Meet Matte Nude. But this one is just the one that always like drew me in because of the like rosy or purpley red type of tones. Those are just my kind of colors. These two right here are the best crease colors ever. I use these on the daily. It's what I use today. I also like this pink one. It's kind of what I use today on like above my crease, just to kind of make it a little bit more like of a rosy vibe. This black is really pretty. The purple, I mean, this palette is just pretty. It's just pretty. Now, when I first stuck my finger in it, I was like, oh, these aren't that soft. I don't know how I'm gonna like it. But then once I started using them, I love them. Like, they are very, very good. They are much stiffer than the Lorac Unzipped palette. They don't kick up nearly as much powder, but they still blend really well and they're still pigmented. So I think the formula is really, really great. Ow! The corner just like went into my hand. That really hurt. But I just think it's really pretty. Ow. All right. This video. I can't even with myself. Okay, let's do lip stuff. I have two lip liners to talk about. The first one is from the Kokie Professional brand again. Like I said, I did a full first impressions on this channel, obviously on this channel, on this brand, and I tried a bunch of stuff, but the translucent powder, the eyeliner, and the lip liner are definitely like my favorite things that I tried. So this lip liner is in Dusty Rose. It is a retractable lip liner, and you get like a little grippy right here, like a pencil grip. It's what I'm wearing today. I love this color. It's like a rosy brown type of color, but it's not too dark. It adds a really nice, like, defined look to the lips. I love this lip liner. It's creamy, but it sets. It lasts a long time. It's retractable. I love this. I definitely want more colors in this formula because it is bomb. Okay, the other one is the Wet n Wild Perfect Pout Gel Lip Liner. I have two of them, but the one that I've been wearing the most is Never Petal Down. It's just like a bright pink kind of color. That swatch, no. No thanks, let me do it over here. Because that one, there you go. It's a really pretty, just like bright pink. I've been wearing this with Bite Beauty's Fig, and it looks really pretty. This lasts a long time. I would say the Wet n Wild one lasts a little bit longer than the Kokie one, but this is good. This is real good. It's creamy and it lasts a long time. I wish they kind of had more nude colors. I know they have a more brown one and then they have this one, but they don't really have any more like nude type of shades. But it's a really, really great formula, and it's like $3, I think. It's awesome. Okay, and then as like lipsticks or whatever, this is the Lorac Matte Lip Color in Nude, right? Yes. I picked this up during the Ulta sale as well, and it's just a nude, nothing really special. I think I talked about it in my Ulta haul video. But I love the formula of these because they're like a satin matte, and it's like a chunkier pencil, and so you don't really have to be super precise with it. You don't have to use a lip liner if you don't want. You can just kind of like color in your lips. Really easy to use, and they're pigmented, and they're creamy, but it's not like over the top to where you would have to be like, oh, okay, make sure you get a nice precise liner, else it's gonna be super noticeable. These are just really, really good. Okay, and then the last thing is this Bare Minerals Matte Gen Nude Matte Liquid Lip in Smooch. It's what I'm wearing today. I'm obsessed with this color. It's like a faded lilac-y pink. Obsessed. These smell like powdered hot chocolate, which is weird to some people, but whatever. I love, love, love this color. I talked about it in my Ulta haul. I am just obsessed. I love this color. And the formula is so nice. It's like this moussey type formula, comfortable, not super thick and like chunky. I love it. Okay guys, that is it for my April favorites. Thank you guys so much for another amazing month here on the tube. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and leave some of your favorites in the comments below so maybe we all can try out some new products if we haven't tried them. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!